Flat earthers are too gullible.
Okay, a way of my own. What about all the videos of high-profile people saying it wasn't real? They're all either fake or clipped out of context. A way of my own. Like, for example, I think it was Buzz Aldrin was on a late night talk show.
I remember my parents waking me up, and we went down and we watched you guys land on the moon,
No,
which
you
was
didn't. No, you didn't.
what?
Because there wasn't any television. There wasn't anybody taking a picture. You watched animation.
Okay, so the context of that joke is there was no camera on the moon. There were cameras on and inside the lander, but no camera was there to capture the very moment of touchdown when the lander touched the soil of the moon. Okay, so because of that dead airspace where all they had was radio communications, the broadcasters on television showed an animation just to fill in the space until the lander was there and it folded out its external camera and started broadcasting from that. Then, the footage was real. But for that time period where the landing was actually taking place, it was animation, and it was obviously animation. Nobody thought it was real. It wasn't presented as real. That's what Buzz Aldrin was talking about. And he was making it into a joke, like, oh no, you didn't see the moonlander land. That was animation. That part of it was animation. That was the joke. Okay? Flat earthers take that out of context and they run with it saying, oh, Buzz Aldrin said the moon landing wasn't real. Okay, do you see how dishonest that is? Flat earthers say do your own research, but they never do their research. Never. The people who took those clips out of context and made the astronauts and high profile people say things that they didn't say, it's disgusting and it's wicked. Okay? So as a flat earther, if you hear those claims, what you should be doing is trying to stay alert. The government is not the only group capable of lying. Flat earthers are also capable of lying. Please try to be aware of that. Just, guys, come on. Don't be so gullible. Buzz said we never meant to moon, not in late night TV, but those astronauts never. Okay, so if it's a different example, then as I was saying, there's a very similar story behind it, almost guaranteed. Either they didn't say it at all, it's just straight up misinformation, or it's taken out of context, it's an edited clip, etc., etc. I have seen dozens of these. Dozens. It's obscene. So don't trust what you hear from conspiracy theorists. They are liars.